Hi friends, welcome back. Today's topic is on kinds of pronouns. This is third video on parts of speech. In previous videos we have learnt what are the parts of speech, introduction with examples, noun and its kinds. Now let us discuss what is a pronoun and its kinds. If you like the video, please share and subscribe it. For previous videos, please check a link in the description box. Let's begin the topic. Okay, let's begin the topic pronoun and its kinds. First of all, we have to see what is a pronoun. Pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. It can also be used to avoid the repetition of a noun in a sentence. Okay, pronoun is a word, it is used in the place of a noun. What are the examples? I, you, we, he, she, it, they, and so on. Okay, Neetu is a teacher. Neetu teaches English. Neetu teaches very well. In these sentences, Neetu is used again and again. It is repeated so many times. Instead of repeating the same word, we can use she in the place of Neetu. Okay, here the word she is a pronoun. We can say the sentences like this. Neetu is a teacher. She teaches English. She teaches very well. Now, let us see what are kinds of pronouns. Pronouns are of 9 kinds: personal pronoun, relative pronoun, indefinite pronoun, reflexive pronoun, distributive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, possessive pronoun, and reciprocal pronoun. Now, let us see one by one in detail with examples. The first one, personal pronoun. Personal pronouns are those which stand for the persons speaking, spoken to, and spoken of. Okay, let's understand this with the help of a table. How many persons we have in English? 3. First person, second person, third person. First person, singular I, plural we. Second person, you. Third person, he, she, it, and they. Okay, in the subjective case, we can use these pronouns I, we, you, he, she, it, they. And in the objective case, we can use me, us, you, him, her, it, and them. Subjective case means these pronouns we can use as a subject in the sentence. Objective case, we can use these pronouns as object in the sentences. Okay, let us understand with the examples. I like to sing songs. Here the word I, the pronoun I is used as a subject. We are teachers. They are players. She is a dancer. The picture is painted by me. See here in this sentence, me is used as an object. Okay, it is also a personal pronoun. I have invited them to the party. Here them is also a personal pronoun used as object in the sentence. Okay, I hope you understood. What are the personal pronouns? I, we, you, he, she, it, they, me, us, you, him, her, it, and them. Now, the next one, relative pronoun. Relative pronoun is one which is used to refer to noun mentioned previously, whether they are people, places, animals, or ideas. Relative pronouns can be used to join two sentences. Examples: who, whose, what, which, that, whom, whoever, whomever, and so on. These are all called relative pronouns. Okay, let us understand with the examples. Okay, see the sentences first. The mask is prepared by Sita, who is my sister. Okay, here the word who is a relative pronoun. Here who refers to Sita. Means the word, the relative pronoun who refers to a person. Okay, here it is used as a subject in the sentence. We have a wooden sofa that is made of teak. Here that is also a relative pronoun. It refers to sofa. I went to Chennai where my brother lives. Okay, here where is a relative pronoun? It refers to place. Okay, once have a look at the table. Who relates to people? Whom relates to people? Whom also relates to people, but it is used as an object in the sentence. Okay, whose relates to possession means ownership. That relates to people, animals and things. Where refers to places. Which refers to animals and objects. When refers to time. Why refers to reason. What refers to things. As I said earlier, these relative pronouns used to join two sentences. Here if you see in the first sentence, the mask is prepared by Sita, who is my sister. Okay, these two sentences are combined with who. The mask is prepared by Sita and is my sister. These two sentences are combined with the relative pronoun who. Okay. The next one is indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun refers to one or more unspecified persons or things without saying exactly what, who they are. Okay, here in the heading itself, we can understand indefinite means it is not definite. Definitely, particularly, specifically, it is not saying to, it is not referring to anyone. Okay, let's see the examples. Everybody, someone, something, nobody, anybody, etc. Here, the words ending with body or one is used for persons and words ending with thing used for things. Okay, let's see the sentences. There was not enough room for everybody. In this sentence, everybody is indefinite pronoun. Means we are not saying particularly, we are not referring particularly to anyone. We are saying in general that there was not enough room for everybody. And nobody in this class is efficient. Okay, no one in this class is efficient. Please cook something to eat. Here something, thing refers to any delicious item, any edible item. Okay. I met someone at the party. Someone refers to person. Someone means we are not specifically saying any one person. Okay, someone, anyone. Okay, I met someone at the party. These are called indefinite pronouns. Let's see reflexive pronoun. These are used when the doer and receiver is the same person. These words usually end with suffixes self and selves. Reflexive pronoun means here the action reflects back to the subject. Okay. Now we have to know what are the suffixes. Suffixes are the letters which are used at the end of the word. For example, if you take the word entertainment, we can divide it as entertain plus ment. Ment is the suffix. Enjoyment. Enjoy plus ment. Ment is the suffix. In the same way here, these words, reflexive pronouns, end with self and selves. Okay, in singular we can see as self and in plural we can see selves. Myself, plural is ourselves. Yourself, yourselves. Himself, herself, itself, themselves. Okay, oneself is singular. Let's see some examples. Let's see the examples. I hurt myself with a knife. We blame ourselves for the mistake. In these two sentences, myself and ourselves both are called reflexive pronouns. What is the meaning of the first sentence? I hurt myself with a knife means I am the responsible of the hurt. Okay. Next one, we blame ourselves for the mistake. Means we took the responsibility of the mistake. In that sense, we can use these two words in the sentences. Next one, emphatic pronoun. Emphasize the nouns. These are part of the subject. Okay, here these pronouns are emphasizing the nouns. Let's see the sentence. I completed the project myself. Okay, here the emphasis is on the subject. I completed the project myself means I completed the project. I did not take any help from others. Okay. Next one, my brother finished the homework himself. Means he completed his homework. He didn't take any help from his mother or any father or anyone. In that sense, we can say this means emphasis on the, they emphasize the subject. Emphasis is on the subject. Okay, I hope you understood. Next. Okay, distributive pronoun. Pronouns are those which are used to refer to a single person or a thing in a group, one at a time. Okay, these distributive pronouns are used to refer a single person or a single thing in a group. For example, if we take each, either, neither, okay, these are all distributive pronouns. Each of the candidate is qualified for the exam. Here, what is the distributive pronoun? Each is the distributive pronoun. Okay, next one. Either of the two girls can go home. Okay, either is a distributive pronoun. The next one, neither of them is selected. Neither is distributive pronoun. Okay, let's see demonstrative pronoun. Identify and specify the nouns and pronouns in a sentence. Okay, these demonstrative pronouns identify and specify the nouns and pronouns in a sentence. What are the examples? This, that, these, those. Now we see sentences. This and these refer to the nouns nearby. That and those refer to the nouns far. Means this is my pen. Okay, here in this sentence, if we have a pen, for example, if I have a pen in my hand, I can say this is my pen. Okay, those are my relatives. Those is also a demonstrative pronoun. It is used to refer the persons or things which whose are very far. Okay, those are my relatives means they are not very nearer to you. Maybe they are far from your place. Then we can say those are my relatives. Okay, interrogative pronoun. These are used for asking questions. Refer to the unknown nouns. Okay, these interrogative pronouns we can use for asking questions. These refer to the unknown nouns. Let us see. Who, whom, whose, what, which. All these are examples. Okay, who made this sweet? In this sentence, we don't know who made the sweet. That's why we can say that these interrogative pronouns are used to refer unknown persons. Okay, unknown nouns. This story is written by whom? Here the word whom is also an interrogative pronoun. It is used as object in the sentence. In the question, sorry. Whose pen is this? Okay, here again whose is used as subject. What is the name of your friend? Here what is also an interrogative pronoun. Which of these books is yours? Here the word which is also known as interrogative pronoun. These interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions. Okay, sometimes they can use as subjects and sometimes we can use them as objects in the sentences. Possessive pronouns. These refer to specific nouns. These show ownership or possession. Okay, possessive pronouns refer to possession or ownership. We can see the singulars and plurals of these possessive pronouns now. Mine, ours. Yours. Hers, his, theirs. Okay, let's see the sentences. This dress is mine. It looks very good. Here the word mine is a possessive pronoun. It shows that this dress belongs to me. Is that bicycle yours? Okay, here yours is a possessive pronoun. That car is ours. Ours is a possessive pronoun. It shows that the car belongs to us. Okay, these are the possessive pronouns. What are they? Mine, yours, hers, his, ours, yours, and theirs. Reciprocal pronoun. They specify reciprocal connection or relationship. Examples: each other, one another. We help each other in our daily works. Usually, siblings learn things from one another. They love each other. In these sentences, one another, each other are called reciprocal pronouns. Why? They specify the mutual relationship between the people. So, we call them as reciprocal pronouns. Thank you for watching my video. In the next video, we will meet with another topic, kinds of verbs.